Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 18 of the 30 for 30 challenge. We are more than halfway through, 30 graduates, and I'm having a little bit of a glitch. We're more than halfway through the 30 for 30 challenge, and my special guest is very near and dear to my heart today because she is my very own coach of the 4-month leadership training that I was in, and she coached me majority of the time I was in there. And she is wise, and she is patient, and she is loving, and she is graceful, and above all, she is generous. So she is Coach Bolatui, and she'll be joining us momentarily so we can get started on day 18's question. So Bolatui, if you're here, you can. Yep, there we go. Never mind. Here we go. Okay, here comes Bolatui. Hello.
We made it.
Yes.
So good to be here. Oh my goodness. Love the way you're showing up, Parisa. Love the way you're showing up.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you for being here.
Pleasure.
I was just doing an introduction of you and telling everybody that you're my coach from the training. And if you don't mind sharing a little bit about yourself, and then I'll ask you the
Absolutely.
question.
So I am a transformational coach. I came from a business background and quickly found that what I truly wanted to do was to work with women on a mission to make a difference. Because I believe that when women shift, the world shifts. So here I am contributing to that.
Yes, absolutely. And you're so right. I love it. Okay, so we're going to jump into question number 18, which is a very heavy question. So, but I chose it specifically for you because you're awesome. Okay. Why should someone take transformation leadership or leadership transformation or personal, whatever you want to name it?
It's a great question. So I'm just going to break that down. The first thing is transformation. What's transformation in the first place, right? So transformation, to really put it simple, has two parts. Trans means going beyond, right? And formation is what is, the form, the patterns, etc., etc. So why should you take transformation? Well, there's no reason you should. The question is, are you completely happy with the patterns in your life right now? If you're completely happy with everything and there's nothing you want to shift, there's no area you want to grow in, then absolutely no requirement. Having said so, even if you have a life that's amazing and there is somewhere where you think, I could go further, I could contribute more, I could feel better, I could be better, then that's a great reason to definitely invest in transformational leadership training. And so leadership, many people think is all about how you influence other people. And yes, that's a huge part of it. Leadership is about influencing others in a manner that optimizes performance, right? So that's great. However, from what I have come to understand, and I believe yourself as well, Parisa, leadership is also about how you show up for your own self, right? Because most of us are pretty good at showing up for other people, but when it comes to our own selves and truly leading the lives we celebrate, as opposed to settling for lives we tolerate, sometimes we get crickets. And so a great reason, if you choose to take transformational leadership training, is one, you want to go beyond the patterns that exist in your life today, because those patterns are no longer serving you or have become small because you've expanded beyond, or you feel there's something more for you. And secondly, you want to show up as a leader, not only for the world and other people, because we don't live in a bubble, but for yourself. So you're truly marching to the beat of your own heart and not just kind of doing what everybody else expects. So that's my response.
Wow. Amazing, incredible for your wisdom always. And when you talk, I'm just like glued to the screen every day. Okay, so that's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom on that and your insight. Um, my only question would be, what do you feel is most effective in terms of transformational programs? I know any form is better than none. However, this is my interpretation. Would you agree that the younger versions are, are a little more effective because of habits that you reform for yourself versus like a weekend program or a week course that you may take? Although anything's better than nothing,
That's a
keeping that in
great
mind.
question, actually. So I'll ask whoever's listening this question. Let's assume you're 30 years old or 40 years old or 60 or 80, right? So you've had quite a few years to create the patterns. I just mentioned patterns, right? When I talked about transformation. And so I think we're all intelligent people. And so we know that in order to recreate new patterns or to rewire new patterns that we've spent years creating, which are now in our muscle memory, right? Our brains are firing automatically, even without us having to think about it. It will be rather unusual, let me put it that way, that in a weekend or two, you've truly deeply rewired. Now, a weekend program or a day program or an hours program could be absolutely useful in raising awareness, right? I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is there, this is where I get to shift. Yes, go for it. Having said so, if you truly want to rewire, go beyond, not just in a yo-yo sense where you go beyond and you come back, where you go beyond where you are now firing in a different manner, then it will take months, if not years. That's the journey I've been on anyway. And I highly recommend that to anyone who's serious about this.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. Thank you. Thank you for your time. And as always, if someone wants to get a hold of you, can they message you through your book?
Absolutely. You can
Or
message
is there
me
a
through
different way?
Facebook, just connect. We'll be happy to connect. Love it.
Okay. Okay, coach.
Love
Thank
and light.
you for your time.
Bye.
Nice to see your face.